T-Squad, get on in here. Baby, the Combs family is going through it. We all know that Diddy is under investigation by the feds. He got sued by Cassie, had to give up millions. More accusations have come out against him, but now accusations have come out against his youngest son, Christian Combs. Yes. What is up? It's your girl Keisha, aka ColorMePynk. And we got to get into this tea because this is wowzers, okay? Before we do, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel and hit that notification bell button for your girl. Now, according to page 6, Sean Diddy Combs' son, Christian King Combs, has been accused of sexually assaulting a woman back in 2022 on a yacht his famous father chartered, according to a new lawsuit. Per the complaint filed in Los Angeles Thursday and obtained by page 6, Grace O'Markey, I don't know how to say that, who was hired to work on the boat, alleges the Can't Stop Won't Stop rapper allegedly assaulted her during a charter sold as a wholesome family excursion that turned into a hedonistic environment. The woman, who was 25 at the time, allegedly witnessed the Combs family party with a constant rotation of suspected schmex workers and consume all sorts of schmugs during her 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift on the yacht. Woo! She claims that even some of the alcoholic beverages were suspected to be laced with schmugs, given how some of the women on the boat allegedly responded to the booze. Grace claims Christian, who was 24 at the time of the alleged incident, joined the party on December 28, 2022, and took an interest in her. The son of Diddy and the late Kim Porter allegedly pressured her to do tequila shots and aggressively insisted that she drink more, claiming that she believes her drinks had also been spiked. Grace accuses Christian, now 26, of groping her legs, titties, her anus, and vajayjay, per the complaint. There is allegedly audio reportedly recorded by Rodney Rod Jones, who filed his own sexual assault lawsuit against dad Sean Diddy Combs, who is 54 years old, of the steward telling the Love You Better rapper to stop touching her while kissing noises could be heard in the background. "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to," a woman who appears to be Grace can reportedly be heard saying. "If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Oh Lord, they got audio. They got audio, Jesus. They got audio. Because she wouldn't be saying that there's audio if they ain't audio, child. They got audio. This is not good. Christian purportedly responded, "Listen, you and everybody in the crew, it's great." At one point, Grace said to him, "Well, you can take your hand off of for the first thing," per the suit, and she was able to resume her duties until Christian allegedly approached her later in the night to continue to grope her. His Peter Weeder was erect and he grabbed her arms and was trying to force me to perform oral schmex on him, she further claims. Page 6 has been able to confirm the identities of the people on the audio clip. We also reached out to attorneys for Christian and Diddy for comment, but did not immediately hear back. So page 6 heard the audio. Grace's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, meanwhile, told NBC News, "Like father, like son." Oh, Lord Jesus. Seemingly referencing the string of sexual assault allegations that Diddy is facing from several women. "It gives us no joy or pleasure in filing this suit against Christian Combs, who has clearly adopted his father's pattern and practice of depravity. Grace has allegedly had to deal with mental and emotional issues as a result of the alleged assault. She is seeking an unspecified amount of damages. Prior to the lawsuit getting filed, Christian appeared unbothered by his father's own legal issues. Despite getting detained by authorities at Dad's LA mansion on March 26th during Homeland Security's federal investigation raids, he was recently seen hosting a lavish birthday party for himself. Less than a week after the raids took place, Christian also seemed to address the ordeal, stating via Snapchat, "Stop with the cap," which translates in slang to "stop lying," and happily posted clips from a workout with his current girlfriend, Raven Tracy, at the time. It's unclear whether he was referencing his father's investigation or his own impending lawsuit. Now, I also have more from what was alleged to happen on the yacht. The lady said that Christian attempted to touch, grab, kiss, and corner her multiple times, where she rejected his advances, and that he became fixated on her immediately upon boarding the yacht. She claims Christian then attempted to force her to perform oral schmecks on him after cornering her in the theater room, and she included photos of her bruised forearms, and she says he gave her. TMZ details the suit, saying she alleges King had her take a shot of liquor, and she claims she immediately suspected it was Spike. But despite that, she was able to tell him to get off of her and leave her alone. She claims King was trying to kiss and grope her despite her protestations. Apparently, it didn't stop there, Grace says. Grace's lawsuit purports to describe audio recordings of what she claims depict her telling King she's not interested in schmecks with him and trying to get away from him while they were together in a studio on the yacht. Eventually, she says she was able to get away, but claims King insisted she find him a place to sleep, so she says she led him to the theater. Once there, Grace claims King cornered her again and attempted to force her to perform schmoral smecks on him, but she says she fought him off, and includes in the docs photos of her forearm, which she claims was bruised in the altercation. Here are the photos of her wrist. She claims Diddy even exposed himself to Young Miami during a game of Carisha Please. I'm going to see if I can find actual yacht photos from that time of year, because they were big on posting when they went on family vacations on yachts. So hopefully I'm able to find that footage for you guys. But the fact that there's audio, pictures of bruises, this does not look good at all for this young man. Hopefully he has not picked up his father's alleged traits, but if he has, it would not be unbelievable. Diddy is very close to his sons. He includes his sons from what we've seen in the public and his partying and things. Another person is saying that, narcotics and things are involved. Multiple people have come out and said that that's the type of partying that he likes to do, including Cassie. It has also been reports that Cassie is working alongside federal agents in cooperation. Any information that they may need, child, she is here to provide. I don't even know what to say. I am speechless, like Beyonce. I'll Be Sure recently came out during an award ceremony where he said that he has a documentary that he's working on, and he says that it's going to be shocking, and basically made reference to well, actually, here it is. Al B. Sure announces he's producing a film about his life story and suggests that the film will expose Diddy for having involvement in putting him into a coma. Federal agent says officers had enough concrete evidence to raid Diddy's home last week, and his accusers are said to be willfully sharing their side with authorities. A Department of Homeland Security officer told New York Post that Diddy has been under investigation for weeks, adding, "We believe that there is a disturbing history of schmex trafficking." Now remember, this was one of the things that Sloan Bella, the psychic medium, said that he was involved in it. She detailed it fully in her video that she did over a year ago on Kim Porter. And she said that Diddy was involved in trafficking. Okay. Woo, Lord. The officer, who is based in Miami, where Homeland Security agents raided one of Diddy's homes on Monday, March 25th, added, "We are responding to concrete, detailed, explicit allegations. This is not random. We didn't choose his name out of a hat. We had allegations that we're following up on." The officer, who did not want to be publicly identified, referenced the lawsuits against Diddy that accuse him of horrendous crimes from schmex trafficking to schmexual assault, suggesting that's what kicked off the investigation against the Bad Boy Records exec. "We became aware of certain allegations during that course of the civil suits against Mr. Combs. You have to understand that we didn't just decide on a whim to search his homes. A federal judge had to sign off. This isn't a witch hunt." While Homeland Security executed the search warrant on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami properties, the Southern District of New York's attorney's office is leading the case. The officer also told the outlet that authorities are looking for photos, emails, texts, itineraries, hopefully names. There are specific communications that we are aware of that we will be able to access. They got it. Like, the feds just don't, like he said, pop up on a whim like, "Hey girl, we want to see what's going on." They already have concrete proof that they just trying to add more evidence to. Ooh-wee. You can't make this stuff up, honey. Al B. Sure also made a public plea to his son, and posted a picture of him and his son, and wrote, "Come home. The door is wide open. You're safe here, son. I love you, Pops. You're biological." Now, his son being Quincy Brown Combs. Quincy has not made a public statement to that. That was a bit much to me. Like, just text your son. Like, we don't need to know that. Like, it came across a little performative, I don't know about that. But more, even celebrities are coming out with issues that they've had with Diddy in the past. Famed host and journalist, I believe, Torre, recently came out and spoke about an allegation about Diddy. This is what he had to say.
"I was personally disturbed many years ago, okay? I know this man well enough to call him and say, 'Hey, I need a favor.' Yeah. And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, 'Hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.' Yeah. And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. Yeah. And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say. Yeah. And I'm like, why did it end? They wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, "Come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over." And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. I was personally...
Girl. Now, Touré has been a respectful, reputable media source. Like I said, journalistic, whatever you want to call him, person. He's never been involved in any like scandals or dramas that I can think of off the top of my head. The evidence just keeps piling up. Wow. Also last week, Diddy's alleged schmug mule, Brendan Paul, was arrested and charged with possession of suspected cocaine and possession of suspected marijuana candy after federal agents intercepted Diddy's plane at the Opa-locka airport in Miami. Paul was named in Rodney Jones' lawsuit. This is the young man. Woo! A lot of Diddy's electronic devices were seized by federal agents last week. If you have not seen the video footage of the raid and how his house looked afterwards, let's take a look at it right now. Misa Hylton, his oldest son, Justin Combs, oldest biological son, Justin Combs' mama, came out last week pissed about the raid, and she posted this footage of federal agents, and she wrote, "The overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons, Justin and Christian, is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would not have been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. Enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a pow-pow pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times have we seen young unarmed black men not make it out of these types of situations alive? My son's attorney, Jeffrey Lichman, is investigating the excessive use of force, which was unnecessary and certainly not required by this search warrant. We will fight for justice utilizing every imaginable resource." Now, as you can see in this footage, if I'm able to show it without getting flagged, these agents did come in armed. There is footage showing Christian handcuffed up against the wall and an agent pointing a pow-pow literally at the back of his head. You also see another agent with a pow-pow pointed at Justin's chest. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That should not have happened under any circumstance. Child, they even had drones and everything. Like, you literally see the laser being pointed at this young man's chest. Like, that is so not necessary on any level. That is ridiculous. And I would be suing too. I would be looking into that as well, because the father is one thing. These children should not have been handled that way. They should not have been handled that way. Never in a million years. What, you thought they was about to be on some Scarface type of time? Like, that's ridiculous. That's weird. So I don't blame her for speaking out on her child's behalf, and, you know, Kim's child as well. But it's not looking good for neither Christian or his daddy. Y'all know I did a whole series exposing Diddy. If you have not checked it out, check it out. You're going to gag. This will be included in that series. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say, honestly and truly.